I'm Melissa here with Healthy Being by Melissa, and I'm a lymphatic drainage therapist, and I'm also a naturopathic physician. And today I want to talk to you about the lymphatics, particularly in the head, the neck, the ears, the nose, the throat. And really I want to talk to you about how to improve the lymphatic flow of the ear, nose, and throat, and the head itself to clear the sinus passages, to help you stay healthier and to minimize infections like sinusitis, sinus infections, strep throat, and relieve some of the sinus pressure that people feel up here in this sinus cavity. So one of the things that a lot of my clients will go over in the beginning is the actual anatomy of the lymphatic system. That anatomy itself involves lymph nodes that are here along the chin line. They're all the way down the neck. They're up here in the cheeks. They get up here in the sinus passages. They get up here in the ear and behind the ear. They radiate up to the back of the base of the skull back here. So it's a very complicated system, and it's a system that needs to be drained, and it drains downward. So one of the things that I recommend after sessions with my clients that come to see me in my office, so I recommend at-home treatments. So this video is for you if you're at home and you're dealing with a stuffy nose, sinus headache, sore throat, swollen lymph nodes. Some of my clients, even when they open their mouth, their tonsils are super, super big. Those tonsils are lymphatic nodes, and they're part of the lymphatic system, and they get charged up when the body's fighting something. So one of the first things that you can do is actually do some manual treatment, manual lymphatic drainage. And I like to have my clients use 2 to 3 or 4 fingers, depending on how big their neck is. My neck tends to be really long, so I can use 4, but let's go with 2 right now. So you take 2 fingers, you start kind of at the middle of the base of the chin, and you sweep up to the ear and then straight down in a 7, making a 7. So up and down. Do it on the same opposite side. So middle of the chin, up to the ear, and then down. Very gentle. It doesn't have to be anything, just like a light touch. And you can do little 7s. So you want to do that the whole way. Then I like to just do sweeps. I actually am feeling lymphatic drainage right now. So it's that effective. This is enough to clear the head, but I'm going to show you some other things that you can do. So you can see I'm getting a little red. The other thing I like to do is just sweeps, kind of 2 fingers to the base of the nose right here, and gently sweep down kind of to the end of the chin, or where that jawline reaches. You just do that a little bit. And then you can sweep down from the ear. And again, I'm feeling some drainage. Then the other thing you want to do is you want to take your pointer finger and you want to go around the eyebrows. So this is clearing this sinus cavity. Most of my clients that come in with sinus complaints, it's all up here. And so this I can easily clear by recommending neti potting. If you haven't done a neti pot, I'm going to give you some info down below to check it out, and some links to my website that explain more about it. But neti pots actually clear out sinus congestion, phlegm. They get rid of excess bacteria. But this cavity is really hard to clear, and this tends to be where, if you're dealing with allergies or any type of flu or cold, this gets really tight and it's tender to touch. So what I like to do is just do these sweeps here and underneath the eye and then down. So sweep around, underneath the eye to the corner, and then down. That gets it draining. The other thing I like to do is I'm going to turn on my side here so you can kind of see. I like to do sweeps down the neck. So I'm going to turn all the way, and you can kind of see. I like to go like this. This is very gentle, just sweeping down the neck. For many of my clients that have a lot of sinus congestion, or if you've got an autoimmune disorder, this is very problematic, like lupus or chronic fatigue or fibromyalgia, even RA. There will be this kind of ridging, this kind of bulge that happens, and it's often tender. That's all lymphatic fluid, and it's stagnating in that space. That point is the point that the lymphatic system's trying to drain the fluid. So that's my information for you today in terms of manual lymphatic drainage. But there's some other things that you can do. You can grab yourself some fresh brewed up ginger tea. I like to use fresh ginger. I like to grate it and I like to boil it. I boil my ginger, maybe a quarter cup of fresh chopped up ginger, in about a cup to 2 cups of hot water. I will boil that for about 15 to 20 minutes and I let it steep until it's nice and warm for me to drink. I might add some local honey if I have allergies, or if you've got a sore throat, honey and lime or lemon is really good to kind of soothe the throat. But ginger is proven to be very anti-mucosal. It'll clear a lot of the mucus that's congesting the sinuses, but it also helps move the lymphatic system. So you'll often notice the kind of clearing of the sinuses. The other thing I like to incorporate aromatherapy. You can actually grab some peppermint and eucalyptus and make a humidifier or a salve to put on the body, or even to incorporate that on the skin itself. So sometimes I will put a little eucalyptus drops on my body or on my shirt itself, and then I'm inhaling those fumes. In your office, I use diffusers and things like that, or sometimes you can put that in a spray. The other thing, and the final thing I'm going to recommend for you today, is to look at neti potting. And if you are a new consumer of the neti pot, it's not scary, but it's basically a teapot for your nose that incorporates really strong saline, which is just like the mucous membranes in our own body. But the salt itself is very anti-inflammatory and helps minimize the inflamed, hot and red, puffy passages in the sinuses, up here in the sinuses, the ears as well. So if you're dealing with any type of sinus congestion, ear aches, ear infections, even vertigo, doing the lymphatic manual draining is really helpful. If you are dealing with a severe case of lymphatic congestion or sinus congestion, it might be a good idea to try some manual lymphatic drainage therapy or electrolymphatic drainage therapy with a therapist that's certified, like myself here in my area. So I hope that's been helpful. If it has been, I hope you'll give me a thumbs up and like my video, and I'm including some more information down below to help boost your immune system and also to help create a healthier body environment for you and for your family members. So I appreciate your time. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you.